Hola, welcome. So we're on day 56. I did a massive trail run yesterday. Well, I didn't. No, it was huge. Super muddy, lots of up. So I am a little bit sore today. So I am looking forward to this time on my mat. Right, so we are going to start with a sun salutation A. So these workouts are all about creating that strong foundation, that daily habit, that lifestyle that we are going to take forward forever within our lifespan. So at the top of our mat, we're going to take a nice big inhale. We're going to take our hands above head and we're going to connect at the top. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring the hands down past the midline of our body back to our chest. We are going to engage our glutes. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Those feet stay nice and grounded, and we are going to find a nice back bend. We are going to exhale. We're going to fold forward. We're going to hinge at our hips. Take our fingertips down to our mat to where we can. We're going to take our hands to our knees. We're going to flatten our back. We're going to inhale deeply. And we're going to exhale. Come down to the floor. Find a high plank. Step back to a high plank. So from here, we're going to shift forward on an inhale. And we're going to exhale. We're going to lower down. Chatarunga, low plank. Inhale. Upward dog or cobra, whatever you feel like you can do right now at this very time. We're going to exhale, come back to a downward dog position, and we're going to take 3 to 5 rounds of breath, and we're going to move our legs in ways that feel good within our own self. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. Paying attention, doing somewhat of a body scan, taking that butt as high up as we can, heels towards the mat as far as we can. Bring that chest down towards the mat. Let's take our head and take it up, bring it back. Take it up, bring it back. One more. All right, we're going to look between our thumbs and we're going to slowly walk our feet back up. Take our hands to our knees. Inhale deeply. Flat back. Exhale. Fold forward to where we can take it comfortably. Drop the head. Nice big inhale. Up. Hands above head. Connecting. Back down the midline of the body. Right. We're going to start with our hip flex, extend, rotate, and side bend. So standing at the back of our mat. Standing nice and tall, hip width apart, we're going to fully engage that core, and we are hinging in our hips, and we're going to find a half fold. So we're going to try find a flat back. We're looking down at our mat. Nice and engaged core, and we're going to take a few rounds of breath here. Enjoying that incredible stretch in the back of those legs, the hamstrings, the glutes. And then we're going to come back up. We're going to take our hands above head like we did in our sun salutation. We're engaging our glutes, and we're going to take it to a back bend on an inhale. Coming back up on an exhale, arms back to our side. One more. Half fold, getting that flat back. That core's nice and engaged, looking down at our mat. Enjoying that incredible stretch in those hamstrings. Taking a few rounds of breath. And then we're going to take her back up again. And on the inhale, hands above head, finding our back bend, keeping our feet nice and grounded. And back up. All right, we're going to come down, nice flat back again, and we're just going to tap our mat with our hands, coming up, pumping up and down, seeing if you can get those hands that little bit further to the palms, fingertips, whatever works within yourself. You can do this on your knees if you need to. We're just bringing that chest towards those legs. All right, we're going to come up and still with our feet hip width apart, We're going to just do some nice rotations with our hips, finding some nice circles. We can take it big, we can take it small. So we go one way, then we take it the other, creating those beautiful circles. And then we're going to take our arms up on an inhale, bring our feet together. We're going to hug our ears with our arms, and we're going to exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. One more on each side. And fabulous. Bring those arms back to the side, and we're going to come to the back of our mat. We're going to come down. We're going to walk our hands out in front, find a downward dog position. And we are going to find our half pigeon. So bringing that right knee behind that right wrist, taking our hands nice and wide as our mat. We've got our half pigeon. We're going to inhale deeply, coming up to the fingertips. We're going to exhale fully. We're going to come down, bring that head to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Opening up that chest. And exhale down. Awesome. Let's bring those palms flat on our mat. Tuck the back toes, and we're going to come to a high plank. We're going to switch the legs. So let's go left side. Drop that back knee, point the toes, and again, hands as wide as our mat. We're going to inhale, open the chest. Coming up to our tippy fingers. And down on an exhale. Up to the fingertips. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. A few more rounds. Inhale up. Exhale. We're going to go two more. One more. Awesome. Hold. Stretch. Open the chest. Breathe. We hold the pose. We don't hold the breath. We never hold the breath. All right, let's come down. Bring those palms to our mat. Tuck the back toes, and we're going to come back to a high plank. And from our high plank, we're going to come to our downward dog. So we're going to do our downward dog. Strength. So from here, we're going to really push that butt up. We're going to pull that chest down towards our toes, and we're breathing fully in and exhaling fully out. We're going to lift up that right foot and bring it to the sky. Hold. We're going to bring that down, that right foot down, or whatever foot, onto the opposite heel, and we're pulling that heel down. So we've got our three-legged dog. And then we're going to come up onto those toes, coming forward to a three-legged plank. And then you can choose to stay here, or we're going to inhale deeply. And then we're going to exhale, and we're going to come to a three-legged dog. Low plank, not three-legged dog. All right, 3, 2, 1, push back up, come back, bring that heel towards the mat. And we'll come back to our downward dog. So I'm getting my words mixed up a bit because I'm a little bit tired. And I'm not one for recording a million different videos, so we're going with this one. Right, other side. So let's lift up the other leg. I'm doing my left. We got our three-legged dog. We're going to bring that foot, the lifted foot, to that other heel, and we're pulling that heel down towards our mat. So toe to heel, downward dog. We're pulling her down. We're going to come up to a high plank. So we've got a three-legged high plank. We're going to take a big deep inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to come down to a low plank. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back up and come back to that toe to heel pose. And then we'll come back to our downward dog. Push that butt, pull the chest down towards the toes. Enjoy the stretch. All right, we're going to drop our knees, find our tabletop. So we got our tabletop and we're going to do our thread the needle. So we're going to inhale, deeply lifting up that right hand, taking the gaze up with it. We're going to exhale, we're going to thread our needle. We're going to take our head and our shoulder to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 more on this side. Inhale up. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale. Awesome. Other side. Back to our tabletop. So lifting the left hand. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 more? We might have done an extra one, but who cares? Take it. Let's do it. Last one. Cool. Right, from here we're going to find our bridge. So we're going to take our back onto our mat. We're going to take our feet, place them on the mat. So our knees are pointing upward. And we're going to take our hips up. Arms are at our side. And we're going to take a few rounds of breath here. It's not always perfect. Sometimes it looks a little messy. But we still get it done. All right. I'm going to bring those hips down, butt down. Arms are at our side. We're going to take a nice big inhale. We're going to raise our hands above head. Take the hips up. Exhale. We bring the arms and hands back down to earth as well as the butt. Let's go for 7. So inhale up. Pushing those hips up as far as you can. Exhale down. So we got 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 2 more. 6. And last one. Let's hold the last one. So lift up. Inhale deeply. Take a few rounds of breath and really push those hips up towards that ceiling, sky, wherever you're at. Up. Push them up. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. And then on your exhale of your choosing, we're going to bring the hands back down. The butt's going to come back down. We're going to straighten out those legs. We're going to take our palms, face them upward, and we're going to find our Savasana, our final pose. We're going to breathe. We're going to connect. We're going to find our calm. I would recommend staying here for a good few minutes and appreciating what you are capable of at this very moment. Set goals. What are you working for? Creating that habit. Namaste, guys. I hope you had an awesome weekend. Happy Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. Monday is nearly here yet again.